Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to Adelaide Stitches. This is my weekly Flosstube update. It will be Flosstube 14 and I've just been told by my son that apparently it's very lucky. 14 is 2 7s and it's double the luck. So there we go. Hopefully that means everything will go well. It is quite early here. I am filming Tuesday the 28th. It's about just after 6 a.m. I had the Great Australian Shindig on the weekend, the Sunday, Monday, which was just absolutely fantastic and I can't wait to talk about, but it did make filming a bit tricky. So here we are now. We'll see if we can get this done this morning, and I guess it's good practice for my daily Valentine's videos, which will be starting on Saturday, the 1st of Feb. I can't believe how fast that's coming up. Anyway, hopefully the light's okay and we'll see how we go. So, what have we got first? Well, actually today we've got a lot. We've got FFO, we've got finish, we've got WIPS, we've got plans. Alright, let's get started. So, my first FFO, which I'm looking around, wondering what I did with, there it is, was the one I did in my class. So at the Great Australian Shindig, I taught an ornament finishing class, and this was the pattern, and it came free in the booklet. And if you didn't get it in the first email, apparently they sent out another email where this came out, and my class, it was so fun. Thank you so much for everyone that came. And what was really fantastic is at the end of it, I had another FFO. So now I have a pair of king parrots. Aren't they cute? Yeah. See if we can just let them dangle. There we go. Oh, yeah, I love them. I'm so excited. And actually, you will see in my haul, I bought another bird pattern, and it did enter my head, ooh, an Australian bird wall. How awesome would that be? But no, I'm excited to have these finished. Yeah, I think they look really good. King parrots are special to me because these birds come and visit me and my family every morning in the hope that they will get fed, which we never feed them. They've got to go get their own food, but they get points for trying. They come right up to the window on our deck and look at us like, please, come on. So really pleased. I will hang these together. It's back. And it's nice to finally have this project complete. And I hope the class went well. And I was just looking for my glue gun, which people asked me about. So I used in the class this. I'm sorry, the packaging's old. I've had it for 2 years. It is a Bosch Gluey hot glue pen. That's what it's called. It is portable. I won't turn it on now. I don't really want hot glue everywhere. And it comes with rechargeable batteries. So it was fantastic for the class. I mean, I had it on the whole hour. It lasted fine. I just take the batteries out and charge them in the little port it comes with. And yeah, that was just so easy. It comes with these, which are the clear ones. They're quite small. So that's kind of the only thing I'd say about it. You do have to replenish these quite a bit when you're using the hot glue because they're quite small, but the other good thing about it is that this actually heats up hot glue at a lower temperature, 110 to 150 degrees. So if you get it on your hands while you're doing it, it doesn't hurt or anything, but it still sticks. So really good for craft. I've also got, which I didn't use in the class, but I have used with kids, and I'll have to find a way to incorporate it in my cross stitch, glitter ones. I'm not exactly sure how, but look, solid glitter. Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, that is my first FFO, and it was a really exciting one. Okay, so I'll just put this down, one sec. And now we'll get to my finish. I had a finish this week, which is funny because last week I was saying about this piece, oh, I hope I finish it by the end of January. I might not. Well, it is the 28th of January, and about, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, I finished ABC. By Primrose Cottage Stitches. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I'm so excited by it. It's so nice to finally have another bee piece finished. So I have 2 finished and it feels good. 2025 already got a bee piece done. So this was ABC by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I had the paper pattern. It is 118 by 54, and actually we will see. I will have a look for a frame, but I will be surprised if I find one this size. I think I'll end up making it into a little quilt, which will be cute, and I can just hang it on my bee wall, which will have 2 pieces. It's a start, isn't it? But no, this was really fun, and it stitched up so quick. Oh my gosh. I think it was only like 2 more nights of stitching and it was done. Like, yeah, amazing. Amazing. And I was only at 25% last week when I showed you. So really pleased with that. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Primrose Cottage Stitches designs are so lovely to stitch. They're just fun. They're easy. They go quick. Yeah, really recommend. If you want a stitch to make you feel good, then this one is it. I mean, it might have been 3 nights in total to stitch all of it. Maybe 4, but I think it was 3. So, yeah, pretty quick. This is 28 count, 2, yes, 2 over 2. Yeah, that would make sense. Lugana in DMC. And yeah, just pleased with how that looks and the size it came out. So that is my finish, ABC. And then let's get to my daily stitches. So, one sec, I'll just find them. Okay, my daily stitches, which I did find because I was too organised. Where was it hiding? Already pinned on my board, but anyway. So my first stitch I do daily is A Year in Stitches by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I'll put a picture of it up. This pattern is actually free if you subscribe on Facebook to their newsletter, and you can use it for stitch counts and just other things you want to count if you don't want to use it for temperatures, but I use mine for the maximum temperature each day. We are in summer in Australia here, and this is how it's looking. I have 2 things to say about this. Firstly, I apologise for saying we're having a cold summer in Australia. I'm very sorry to everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. I stand corrected, minus 35 degrees Celsius. That is cold. 7 inches of snow. That is, yes, they're both freezing. We are not cold here. We are having a slightly cooler summer than usual, and that is why my temperature stitch, instead of being all yellows, oranges and reds, is actually quite higgledy-piggledy. So that is the first thing to say. Thank you for all your comments. It makes me laugh, and it's really interesting to find out kind of how different the weather can be on the other side of the world. So yeah. The other thing I had to say was a big thank you to Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. She actually emailed Caterpillar Cross Stitch after my conundrum last week about where do I go with the next row, and she found out that they went back to the start. So they went, well, my left to right, then left to right, like a typewriter, and kept going back and forth. So that's what I've done to follow theirs. We'll see how it looks. But thank you so much, Sherry, for reaching out to them. That was such a good idea. And it was so lovely of you to let me know what they said. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, this is my Year in Stitches. It's on Ice Blue 28 count Lugana, just in the DMC. I did change my temperature ranges a bit. I have been wondering about that. I planned it out in December. We had a really hot month, so I kind of moved everything up, and even my red is 40 degrees plus. I haven't got any red though yet in January. However, saying that, it's meant to be a 40-degree day today. So I might be coming back, or it'd be Saturday, wouldn't it? I'm filming my next video going, oh look, I've got a red day. Which, you know, is better than nothing. So we will see how it goes, but no, really enjoy this stitch, and it's so interesting just seeing what kind of weather we've been having. So yeah, that is that piece. My other daily stitch is 324, and that is by Works by ABC. I'll put a picture of that up. And oh, this is beautiful, this stitch. I am so excited with how it's going. I have actually reached the greens. I know, I was just saying last week, oh, I can't wait to reach the greens, and then they popped up and I was so excited. It just really adds to the rainbow effect. So here we are. What do you think? Can you see my bit of green? Just sneaking in. Yeah, I love this. This is on 36 count antique white linen. That's actually the cord for. I'm stitching it in DMC with the 324 colours, hence the name. It actually is a version with 36 colours, which does look pretty too, but I have a DMC master set, so this stole my heart, and it's so exciting getting out colours that I've never used before and actually putting them into a project. It makes you feel really good. I just love how this looks, and it's so nice to do a block each day. I actually think, yes, I am one block behind. I didn't get to do yesterday's block. It was quite busy, but that's okay. I will do 2 today, and it's only the small one. The little blocks are only 25 stitches. So really manageable if you're looking for a daily stitch. I know a lot of people are doing this one because it's just so fun and lovely and almost effortless. I mean, I'm hoping at the end of the year I will have a finished piece that will look fantastic, and it just took a tiny bit of stitching each day. So, no, really pleased with how it's going. I am hoping to keep this up in February, even when I do my Valentine's Day stitching, because the blocks aren't that big. The same with my temperature stitching. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. See if there's a change of plans or not. But no, really pleased with how that's going. So what else? Oh, I have stats. I haven't been saying them, sorry. Okay, this one I'm up to 286 stitches out of 4,241, which is 6.74%. So that means we're 6.74% through 2025. I don't know we needed that reminder, but anyway. And this one, what am I up to? 2,441 stitches out of 14,751 stitches, which is 16.55%. So yeah, pretty pleased at that. I started this one in November last year. So you don't need to worry, we're not 16.55% through this year. But yeah, looks so good. Okay. So give me a sec and I will get my weekly WIPS. Okay, so we are having a little interlude before weekly WIPS because I had a new start and I really should tell you about it. As I mentioned before, I did the virtual cross stitch event at the Great Australian Shindig. I'm not sure about this lucky 14. But hey, we're going to keep going. Okay, the Great Australian Cross Stitch Shindig, and I thought, you know what? I need an Aussie new start. So that was one thing. Then as well as that, I'd also been talking to Peggy, still stitching. I'll put her YouTube below, and I'd watched her last few videos, and she'd gone on about the Fox and Rabbit Mystery Sale. Now she is over halfway through the 2024 one, and it looks fantastic. And then she told me when I was talking to her about it that there is a Facebook group, and it's the Fox and Rabbit Mystery Sale group, and I should go join it. So I did, and oh my gosh, there are so many beautiful versions of the sales they've been doing. And the thing that absolutely filled my feed once I joined was people's 2025 mystery sale. The first part is out, so they were showing the first block, and I swear every combination looked beautiful. They were just incredible. If you're not part of that Facebook group, I urge you to go join. It's just a feast for the eyes. And I thought, well, I need an Australian start. Fox and Rabbit is an Australian company. The sale is free for 2025. So go across their website, get the January block now. However, there is one kind of tiny little niggle. It will be quite a big pattern. It is 333 by 333. Apparently by the time each monthly installment is out, so by the end of the year, so that is quite big. I watched Fox and Rabbit's Flosstube, and Bren said it's going to be 48,000 stitches, so it's a BAP. definitely a very big project. So I'm not sure it was the cleverest decision with all my WIPs, but it has definitely been a lot of fun. So I'll put a picture up of what it looks like so far from their release, and I thought, well, what should I do it on? So being 333 by 333, it's quite big. I went through my fabric and really I only had one piece that fitted it, and that is if I stitched it over one. But that was okay because I realized it would match what I do with it. Here it is, and come out the same size as my 324. So I was excited about that because I'm hoping to turn this into a cushion when it's done. So I could have kind of almost 2 matching cushions. And I say matching, and you're like, what do you mean matching? This is all little blocks and all different bright colors, because this is mine so far. And I am kind of going to do it in the same style. So this is 25 count Lugana. I'm stitching it 1 over 1. The stitches are absolutely tiny. Ooh, just gonna tilt my light. Does that help at all? Sorry, it's very early here, so our light's not that great inside, but hopefully you can see it. And what I decided to do for thread, I looked and I think I had to order like 22 skeins of DMC or something. Yeah, or whatever thread you're using. And I thought, oh, I don't really want to do that. I want to start it this weekend. So I have this box, and this is my granny's threads, mostly DMC, though some could be ends DMC, it says on the side. Some are others, and it is quite a mix. Take my ends out. This is how it looks. They're on the old cardboard bobbins, and this is what I used when I started cross stitch, but I have had it sitting there since I got my DMC master set and thought, well, what am I going to do with it? How am I going to use it? So I have decided to use it for this SAL. This SAL is going to be all different bright DMC colours. It doesn't matter to me, it's going to be a mandala design. I am just going to pick colours from here as I go. It doesn't matter what colour number or what I'm doing. The design itself is called Cloister Garden, and apparently the centre block is a fountain. So I just picked out of it 3 blues. Aren't they nice? And I've been doing my centre block. I actually found this blue was wrapped over that blue. I don't know if you can see, they look quite different in real life. So that's part of the fun, I think. Sometimes I find there's another colour thread wound on top. So you never know how much you have of any colour. And sometimes there's a few numbers written on the top. So that's why I don't feel I really could use them like for a proper pattern, because, well, I don't know how much is on each one, and they could be one of a few numbers. So yeah, I'm really excited to have a use for these, and it makes my piece so special because I'm using my granny's stash to stitch it. So this is where I'm at so far. I have taken those 3 blues and I'm doing the centre block. I was further along, but I think I was so busy kind of listening and participating in the cross stitch event, I wasn't paying attention to my stitching. You can see that I have had to undo that whole spiral. I have started restitching it, but I haven't finished it, and that was so I could fit that light blue one in. So I undid that, I went back and stitched that one in, and now I'm stitching that so I know it's in the right spot. But I'm really pleased with how it's looking. So this is the first part, and at the moment I am up to, did I write it down? Oh, that was smart, I didn't. Okay, I'm up to about halfway. So about 750 stitches out of 1500. Well, actually, I think it might have been like 1490 something, but you get the idea, it's around there. So I'm about halfway through the first part. I just need to finish that spiral, stitch the other side, and I will have done part 1. Now part 2 is out this Saturday. Wouldn't it be the 1st of Feb? We will see how I go at keeping up, but I'm really excited. This is going to be the fountain. Because it's a garden, I imagine it'll have kind of Quaker style leaves and flowers around it. Fingers crossed. So I will be using my greens, my pinks, my purples, even my yellows, oranges, reds. It's just going to be a beautiful rainbow. And you know, if I get it finished one day, I will have 2 lovely cushions to put next to each other, 324 and my cloister garden. Well, that's the idea. Now, I do usually stitch in hand, but if it's a really small count, like this or my full coverage, pretty much over 1, I put it in a frame because I just find I don't lose the thread through the weave. So that is my new start, Cloister Garden by Fox and Rabbit. And yeah, I urge you to go have a look at their Facebook group. And as I said, the sale is free for 2025. So go to their website, have a look if you're interested. It's, yeah, really beautiful and really fun. So that is my new start. And then, what else? Oh, my weekly WIPS. So I have a weekly rotation. I'll put a quick picture of that up on the screen. And for, yeah, I filmed on Monday last time, didn't I? So for Magic Monday, I got out again my Enchanted Quaker. Just pull my needle out so it doesn't fall. I do find after I film a Flosstube, my floor is just littered with needles. It must be when I hold them up, they just fall off the needle minders. So I'm trying to be more careful about that. And here we go. This is how it's looking. Doesn't it look great? I should put a picture of this up, shouldn't I? This is Enchanted Quaker by Luminous Fibre Arts. Isn't it lovely? I started this last year with Peggy Still Stitching at the JK's Cross Stitch Retreat in September. And this is where I'm up to so far. So yes, when I saw you last, I just finished this block and I did the Raven. It's looking pretty cool. This is on 32 count Witch's Brew Opal Lugana. It is by Paddock Lane Designs. And I'm just loving how it's looking. I'm stitching it with DMC 29 and it just looks so effective. It's quite a long pattern. It is, write down, 124 by 254. So it pretty much goes to here, the other side of the fabric. I've got a way to go. I think Peggy said she's like 85% done. I've got a bit of catching up to do, but anyway. I love it. It's really nice to stitch. And actually it's been fun. I think, yeah, the last 2 weeks I've done that motif, done this motif, so there probably will be a bit of a pause of my Valentine's Day stitching, but we will see. We will see. It's really nice, really fun to stitch this one. And my weekly rotation is going well. I am generally a seasonal stitcher, but I don't mind getting out 1 or 2 days a week, kind of a different piece. So my Halloween, I guess, this would come under. And I've also got Christmas to show you in a minute. So, yeah. All right, and that, I've got my stats again. This is at 1,888 stitches out of 11,381 stitches, and this is 16.59%. There's a lot of 6s in my percentage numbers at the moment, but here we are. Okay, so worked on that. Then, oh, I'm excited about this one. I worked on my Witchwood Express, and look. So I try and put 1,000 stitches in it each week, and I have been doing that since the beginning of the year. And look at that. I started the front of my train. I know I was working on the greys and I did put about 400 stitches in my greys, and I needed something different. So I got my black out and did just about 700 stitches in the black. So I'm so excited to see the front of that train. I feel like it's coming to life. I really need to draw in my extra grid lines. As you see, I'm right over there. So that's a task for this week. Maybe tonight, get my water-soluble pen and draw them in. But this is, I did it again. I forgot to put a picture in. This is Mini Witchwood Express by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Lisa Parker. I started this February last year, so it's coming up to its yearly anniversary. I would like to get it finished this year. To do that, I calculated I need to do 1,400 stitches a week, and really I'm more averaging 1,100. So we will see where we are at the end of the year. I mean, that's still over 50,000 stitches this year, so I'm not going to be down about it. At the moment, it is at 18,919 stitches out of 85,150, which is 22.22%. So over 20%. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. So This is 28 count 2 over 1 tent stitch, and I have been worried, it is quite bulky. Now when I start pieces, usually I do it on 25 count, because that cat I felt was very tapestry looking and quite bumpy really. But now I'm doing more and it's coming together. I feel it looks really good. So yeah, we will see. Maybe I'm a 28 count convert. We will find out. But yeah, really pleased with how this one is looking. And what else have I worked on? I worked on We Will Find a Way. Just grab it. Now this is a kit I got at Christmas as part of a present. It was from the Gecko Ho 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 Mystery Kit by Gecko Rouge. And oh, it's even got a picture in the box lid. Nice and festive. And I think I pulled this out Thoughtful Thursday. Oh, I don't have the kit in it. Oh, I put it up here in easy reach. Here we are. So this is We'll Find a Way. Yes, and it is 99 by 182. So one of their smaller pieces. Isn't it cute? I keep getting drawn to this. I think I'm stitching on it weekly almost. Yeah, I just keep getting it out. I can't seem to put it down. And just move my needle minder over so you can see it. This is where I'm up to. So I have been working on that robin. He is the top of the piece, so I'd really like to get him done. And what did I put in? I put in 219 stitches, and this is 18 count. So, oh gosh, it's looking good. And I'm up to, oh yes, I got over 3,000. That was my excitement. 3,028 stitches out of 9,541, which is 31.74%. So there you go, over 30%. I love this one. I really want it finished by this Christmas, so I hope to keep pulling it out and doing a bit on it. Thoughtful Thursday is when I work on either I'm doing a gift for someone else or a cross stitch kit that's been gifted to me. So it's nice to get it out and get some work done on it. And I am loving stitching on the 18 count. I love how it looks. I did get the Gecko Rouge. I'm part of their Patreon where you get a PDF each month. And I'm thinking of ordering more 18 count to start the Lorna Lane Sunset Moth. I'll put a quick picture of that up. This is their Patreon pattern for January. So if you want it, go get it now because it's going to disappear at the end of the month. But yeah, just how good does the 18 count look? I think for designs that aren't completely full coverage and aren't massive, it just looks fantastic. I think this will be a really good size when it's finished. So yeah, pleased with that one. All right, and what else? Oh, I've got a few more. I had a busy week. So needle, like I say, they fly everywhere. I also got out Aurora Cottage. I think this was on Free Friday where I get to stitch on anything I want. And this was a Gecko Rouge November Patreon pattern. The artwork's by Kate Brazier. I'll put a picture of it up. Isn't it beautiful? And I was meant to be working on a page finish, but I just got a little bit distracted. So here we are. As you see, I extended out the blue. I worked on the pinks, the reds. I am kind of slowly filling it in, but I don't know if I have it on my needle and I come to the edge of the page and it keeps going. I just kept going too. So that is where I'm up to. Now this is at the moment on 2 over 1 tent stitch on 25 count. I am happy with that coverage. My corner is full cross 1 over 1, but I don't think you can tell. Hold it up. Can you tell? I don't know, I don't think you can. Maybe because this is quite a bit of block stitching. It's really fun to stitch. I haven't come across any confetti so far, so maybe that's why also. I feel it's not bumpy, it's nice and smooth. But yeah, really pleased with that. This is up to, so what did I do? I did 733 stitches in this, so that is 4,828 stitches out of 126,400 stitches. Wow. And I'm up to 3.82%. So yeah, one day hopefully I'm showing it to you when it comes to here. And you're like, oh, doesn't that Aurora look beautiful? for Aurora Cottage, but yeah. No, I really enjoy working on this. It just makes me happy. That's the point of cross stitch, isn't it? All right, so I also got out and finished part 7 of my Arctic Animal SAL. So this is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is their current SAL. There's still, I think, a part or 2 left to come out. So it hasn't finished yet. I still have a chance to catch up. Fingers crossed. I think I'm 2 parts behind. I think part 9 is out and I just finished part 7. But I'm very pleased to show you my Aurora, a finished Aurora, after talking about it last time. What do you think? Isn't it gorgeous? So the Aurora is stitched and the rainbow gallery thread is put in. So I'm so pleased. I have no idea about stitch counts or anything because I'm not very successful with getting the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery patterns into Pattern Keeper, but it was fun to stitch. It was beautiful. I did have a bit of unpicking to do. I accidentally put that one there. Anyway, that's okay. As I said, been that kind of week. I unpicked it. I got it done. The rainbow gallery thread has a bit of a shine to it. I don't know if you can see that. And it's also meant to be glow in the dark. Now, I'm not going to turn the lights off and try it, but yeah, I'll have to look at it sometime and see how it looks at night. I'm excited about that. It was like a metallic, the rainbow gallery thread. I'll have to bring it next time to show you. So I had a lot of trouble stitching with it. In the end, I went and got an embroidery pack of needles and they made such a difference. I don't know, the sharper point, the bigger eye. I had to be careful not to stab myself. I guess I should get a thimble or something. But once I changed the embroidery needles instead of the tapestry needles, oh, what a difference. And I got it stitched. So really pleased with that. Now it looks like I have I think it's a polar bear I've got to stitch. So that'll be cute. And a seal. Polar bear and a seal. So that'll be nice. They're down here. But yeah, the top is done and I'm loving how it's looking. This is on 28 count Lugana, hand dyed by me. And yeah, just using the cord for DMC. That's my Arctic Animal SAL. It's nice to be a bit further along with that one. I feel like, you know, there's a good chance I'll get there. And then, what else did I work on? I worked on my Yule Goddess. So this is by Tiny Modernist. It was for Santa Sunday, and actually it was a really good piece to have when I was doing the retreat because it's on 14 count Ada, so I could see the holes quite well. She is gorgeous. It was lovely to get back to her. And what is she? She is 142 by 184, so I guess quite a large piece. This is where mine is looking. I started it in December. It was one of my new starts for my Christmas, 25 days of Christmas stitching. I had only outlined the skirt. So now you can actually tell it's a Christmas piece. I got a candy canyon. And I also got a bunny, but I'm not sure you can see him. The inside of the skirt, I thought I'd do all the motifs and then I just have this bright red to put in to fill the skirt. And I thought if I did all the motifs first, that would be pretty easy, kind of mindless stitching to go back and put in. So look at that. I was excited. She's fun to work on. She is lovely. It was really nice, you know, getting out a Christmas project in January, unusual, but yeah, it's working for me this Santa Sunday. I mean, I finished Holiday Glow and look at the progress on this. So I got 500 stitches in. It brought me to 1,028 stitches out of 14,888, and that is 6.9%. So really pleased. This is 14 count Ada, dyed by Paddock Lane Designs. It was just green and it was a mist dye. Now the mist dye actually is under where the bunny's tail is, and I'm pretty sure you can't see it, and it was a big purple spot. So I'm really, really pleased with that because I feel like, well, that's covered. Now I've got the rest of the beautiful fabric to enjoy. And I was worried about the white showing up, but it looks quite good on the camera to me. So I think the fabric is dark enough to see the white. You can let me know what you think. But yeah, just using the cord for DMC. in this too. So I think this is my last weekly WIP. Ooh, you can see the shine. It's an Opal Ada. Isn't it pretty? So I did quite a bit of stitching this week, which, you know, nice and fun. I guess I had the Australian Shindig, so I was spurred on too, which is lovely. So let's talk about that now we're here. So the Great Australian Shindig was on the 26th, 27th, which was in Australia, our Sunday, Monday, but quite a few people from America were there, and it was their Saturday, Sunday because of the time zones. There were classes, not just mine. There were meet and greets. There are the stitching rooms. It was so lovely. To all the people that came who watched my channel, thank you so much. It was so nice to finally put a face to the name. I've chatted to quite a few of you for so long. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. It was lovely to chat. I'm hoping we're doing it again. So it'll be nice to chat in the future. And it just, I guess the whole event just reminded me what a really lovely community we have here. So thank you so much, everyone. I did make, well, I guess I kind of made two purchases. One is free, you get with your ticket. So this is the Smalls book, the Australian one. So I'll put a quick picture of that up. The cover, there are 7 designs in it. But yeah, I really like Mojo Stitches. She has the house with the kangaroo. So that is cute. I'll be thinking about that. And she actually had an upcycling class on what to do with your old WIPS. Yes, so that was very interesting. There might be some upcycling here in the future. Have to wait and see. And that is my purchase for this week. I purchased from Mojo Stitches one of her patterns because just after seeing all her beautiful samples I couldn't resist. So I purchased Take Wing. I'll put a picture of it up. It is an Australian bird Quaker. As I was saying before, maybe I'll end up with Australian bird wool. We will see. I have a few pictures, not cross stitches actually, of Australian birds, so it could work. And this is 142 by 178, so a really good size. Hers is stitched on 36 count with quite a lot of cottage garden threads, so I'm gonna have to kind of look through and make a decision what I do. Am I going to do it with one strand like she does, or stick to my kind of, usually I'm more a 28, 32 kind of count girl. Oh, also 14 count as well. I don't know. I stitch on a lot, but I guess usually I stitch on the lower counts. So I'll have to make a decision kind of what I do. Maybe I'll work out what size it's going to come out and think about what I want the finished size to be and go from there. That's a good plan. But no, really excited about this piece. I think it's really lovely. I am going to a retreat where she is teaching in June. So maybe I should aim for this to be my retreat start. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, so no, that is my purchase for the week. So now on to plans. Okay, so on the 1st of February, I have my Valentine's Day stitching starting. I have a video I'll link below on it. I am doing daily videos from the 1st to the 14th of February. We will be stitching a tiny modernist Valentine terrarium. I'll put a quick picture of that up. And I have my fabric here. Now this is the fabric I said I'd use in the video. It's beautiful. It's 32 count deep sea glass, and I do like the aqua. It's a linen by Number 12 Stitch Co. But at the Shindig, I did see Vanessa's fabric. She is so many stitches on Instagram. I'll link her below, and her stitching is beautiful. She is one of the people, quite a few are, but one of the people who show me their fabric, who's going to be stitching the Valentine terrarium with me, and it was stunning pinks, so stunning, and I thought maybe I should change to pink. So we will see. I've got a few days to think about it. If I start on Saturday and be like, this is my fabric and it's bright pink, he'll be like, yeah, she was enabled and influenced, but at the moment, this is my fabric. Let me know if you're going to join in, or also what Valentine's Day stitching you're doing. We're getting closer to the day. I'm excited. I'm getting my wheel ready and all my other little projects I talked about in the video. Yeah, it's going to be fun stitching Valentine for 14 days. And then as well as that, I really want to sneak this in. So I don't know, maybe I just have to give up sleeping and stitch at night as well. on it says the 1st of Feb, but I think for Australia it will be the 2nd of February. The Tiny Modernist Yearly SAL, the Fantastical Greenhouse, is coming up. Now, I have been talking to everyone about this. I'm pretty sure Peggy from Peggy Still Stitching and Ro from Ro's Crafty Corner, I've persuaded to join me and stitch it. So I've put it out there now, guys. You're committed. I'll put a picture of what we know up. It is a mystery. I have decided to use this 14 count Ada. I know I said last time I was undecided between 2 fabrics, a Lugana and an Ada. Well, this is my choice. And I really feel it shows up the white well, and that's kind of my one consideration, because what we can see is the frame, part of the frame of the greenhouse, the stars and the moon, so they're all white, and a unicorn, so they're all white. So I thought, yeah, I think this looks close to what they're using. They're using Nessie by Picture This Plus, but I think this will work really well, and yeah, I'm excited to stitch it, and hopefully, because it's on 14 count Ada, it'll be a nice, easy, lovely experience. I really enjoyed stitching my Yule Goddess on 14 count Ada, so I thought, yeah, you know what? It's time for me to do more projects on that. So excited. I thought maybe when the first part comes out, maybe I could try and do 100 stitches a day on it. I don't know, just get a small start, we'll see. But hey, we will all find out, won't we? On, I guess Sunday is the 2nd. So hopefully by my second video, I will know what the first part is. So that is my plans there. I want to continue my temperature sale. I want to continue my 324 through February. So that'll be good. I guess there's a few days left this week, isn't it? It's only Tuesday. So I will have some more stitching to show you. I'll just follow my weekly rotation, and hopefully I'll have that to show you on, I was going to say next Saturday, the 1st. Got to get the right day. So yeah, so that's it. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. I know I've mentioned the Australian Shindig so much, but it was just a fantastic event. Thank you so much, Lisa, for organising it. It just was incredible. You did a wonderful job, and it's just so nice to meet and interact with the community. I guess that's why I mentioned it so much. It just gives you such a boost, meeting and chatting with lovely people who, you know, look, they've left comments, and I've commented back, and we've chatted on like Instagram or Facebook, but there's a difference, isn't it, when you're face to face through Zoom. So yeah, that was really lovely. All right, well, have a fantastic few days. I will see you on Saturday. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your January. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye.